What's happening, guys? Matt here, Rolling Heavy Magazine. It's a beautiful day in Southern California. I'm with Nicole.
Hi guys.
And well, we got the Ventura Nationals coming up this Saturday, and we thought to ourselves, we don't really have anything ready. What's something you guys would want to come up there, check out, and geek out on? And we thought about this. Remember from the little show called Hotrod Garage? It's the Chevy G10 they built. This is our buddy Lindsay's van. He's a pretty busy dude. Unfortunately, he's out of town. But he said, yeah, if you guys want to dust something off and get it ready and see if it'll make it up there, go for it. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to check fluids, check the battery, check everything out, make sure it's going to make the trip. We thought you guys might want to ride along with us. So check it out. All right, well, first things first, we're going to get the hood up on this thing and check the oil and see if it's even reading. This, if you guys remember on Hotrod Garage, they backdated this from an 80s van to a 71 through 77. So we got to pop that from the inside. Nicole, you want to grab that real fast? Thank you, baby. So let's see if this thing's even reading. It's not looking good. Nope, not even on the stick. Okay, cool. Not only did an oil change, it needs oil, so we're going to go ahead and get going on this oil change. Now, there's one thing that I noticed. We're on a hill, we're in the streets of LA. I did not bring a jack. My big ass is not going to fit into that van. What do you think, Nicole? Can you get under there? You want to see?
Yeah.
Here, hand it off to me. Let's see what's going on here. Go ahead and see if you can get under there.
Got it.
All right, cool. All right, well, let's go get this stuff and we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Well, guys, whether it's the coffee or the t-shirt, there's no denying it's a new day. I kind of screwed up yesterday. I forgot when they built this thing on Hotrod Garage, they put drop spindles on this thing. Now, whenever it's like whether it be a normal ride height G10, G20, I can roll right underneath that van, drop the drain plug, do an oil change, no problem. But with how low this thing sits in the front end and the fact that it has side pipes on it, my big ass wasn't fitting under there. Nicole's a fun-sized drink of water. She couldn't barely get under there and couldn't get anything done. So we had to call it and go back to the house, get a jack, get a bunch of other stuff, and we just figured we'd just start again in the morning. So that's what we're doing. Now, we got to play a little game of Wayne's World on this one because we're on a narrow-ass hill street in Los Angeles. So it's car, game on, car, game on. You know the routine. But yeah, that's it. We're going to dive into this thing, see if we can get it started, make sure all the fluids are good, make sure dial temperature is good, all that kind of junk, and try to get out of here before it gets too hot, because the forecast says it's going to reach 107 degrees today, and I don't want to be working on that shit, nor does Nicole. So let's get out of this van, let's get on that van, let's get things going. Here we go. Okay guys, I'm gonna drop this oil real fast. Well, we're on a hill. We got this thing up in the air. I feel a little bit like Tommy Boy, where he's a fat guy in a little coat.
That guy in a little coat.
But we got the drain plug loose, which was all wrenched on, so we're gonna drop the oil in this thing now. Yeah, it's time for this oil change, that's for sure. So we're gonna let this oil drain out, we're gonna pop the filter loose, we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're going 1540 Rotella in this thing because it's got unlimited miles on the motor. So we're going to prime the filter and jam it back up there. If you don't know what priming your filter means, it means basically we're going to fill the filter up with fluid, with oil. That way whenever it goes to hit it, it doesn't get lost in there and it just kind of starts circulating pretty quick. I've always done this. It worked pretty well, so let's do it. And we're there. Cool. Alright, now another thing I always do for this, and I mean, I'm sure everybody's got an opinion, everybody wants to do it their own way. What I've always done, take a little bit of oil, run it around the top of the gasket. So what you're doing there is it's going to ensure a good seal. And it's not going to be dry mounted, so that you don't have to worry about any leaks. It's going to be a nice, even seal on that thing when we put it back up. And always, always, always check your surface for a double gasket. Because if you're not paying attention, your oil filter leaves the ring on there and you double gasket, you're going to blow that stuff everywhere. We're going back under to put this on. See you in a minute. Needless to say, it's tight under here. There's that old phrase, 10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound sack. That's how Matt's feeling right now. Let me go get this drain plug in because I think it's about as drained out as it's going to be. Throw that in. Snug it up. Don't get crazy tight on this, just snug is good. And we are snug. All right, babe, you want to hand me the filter?
Yeah.
Thank you. One for good prosperity. There we go, we're good.
Out.
Thank you. All right, now I gotta roll. All right, let's get this filter out. Is that FedEx or UPS?
That was a big truck.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay. Okay. Go. There we go.
Car.
Car.
Car!
Game on.
Game on.
Game on! Game on!
Okay. That's tight. Okay, we're good on that. Let me see that wrench. Because I'm a little OCD. That's tight. We're good. All right, guys, we're going to get off from underneath here. We'll see you on top side. All right, guys, so again, this motor has been through hell and back. We don't know what it's in there, so we're doing the 1540 Rotella, which I said earlier. We're also going to dump a thing of Lucas in there for good measure because, you know, the motor's like this shit. Okay guys, now I'm going to go DIY. I'm going to cut the bottom off this bottle and make a funnel out of it because this jug and that hole don't gonna mix. Alright, we got a little funnel made. Let's get this thing full of oil. Quarts in. All right, let's get this thing wrapped up. Okay, oil's in. Let's get this thing on the ground and see what everything else looks like. Power steering, got fluid. Brakes, let's see. We got fluid, it's nasty looking, but it's going to work. See the back. And we can put a little bit in the back. I think there's brake fluid over here. Okay, here we go. Go. Okay, that's good. Cool, it looks a little empty. Let's look at it down in the flashlight and see what we can see. That's definitely low. Let's put some fluid coolant in there. Half gallon of coolant went in, but we're going to fire it up and see if it sucks it down and see what's left as far as space goes. Let's check that out here in a minute. Let's see if this thing will fire or not. Tips again, caps on, that's on, that's on, that's on, that's on. I think we're going to have to jump this thing, but let's give it a shot and see if we can get it to start up. Hold on, let's go. Okay, let's see what happens. We got power. We got nothing. We're gonna have to jump this thing. It's not enough. Be right back. Pressure looks good, everything looks good. Alright guys, this thing's running. We're going to check all the fluids, everything, see, make sure it all looks good, and we'll be back when we're getting ready to take it for a test drive. Be right back. See what happens. And that's it for the Hotrod Garage built Chevy G10, owned by our buddy Lindsay. Fluids are changed, it starts, it stops, we're running up and down the hill, it goes through the gears. It's about as good as it's going to get before Saturday. If it's going to make it to the show, come by into the booth and check out and see if it's there or not. We really appreciate you guys watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Helps us grow the channel, and thanks to our buddy Lindsay for letting us take his rig up to Ventura. See you at the show.